Right. All right. I know if you think that I'm early, you know that I'm never early, never and seldom early. I'm doing a little bit of a test because I am going live at 12:30 for the Branded Business Series. I know the last time my mic was so huge and in the shot. I'm working on it, guys. Okay. It's important to know that stuff is iterative and you can get better every week, which is what I'm trying to do. I really want to have my mic right in front of my face so I'm not turning towards it. Hate it in the screen. Okay. I wanted to go live on these channels. My weekly go live is actually on Zoom. So I don't do it anymore here as a go live because I want folks to feel comfortable asking their questions and sharing their screen if they need to. We'll get into it. So, Brand Camp, though, I've been doing faithfully for the past, 6 weeks? And there are some people who have been on every week, and some people have been keeping up. So wherever you are, you could jump on this week from right starting, from just your starting point, and we'll get you the deck, which is a PDF that you can easily download. And we'll get you all caught up. But I wanted to share just some of a recap from weeks 1 through 6 and really get you guys into it. So let's start talking about it. Let's talk about what's next, with your business and how you walk through brand camp. I'm going to share some insights from week 1 through 6. And then, I encourage you to download the roadmap. If you go to brandcamp.loganpr.com/roadmap, you can get there and you can download this free PDF and get some good information on what you need to do to help your business. So that is really important to me. If you hop on though and have some questions, I'm going to answer them. So at 12:30 is the Branded Business Series. The BrandCamp Roadmap is my full 12-week framework, so you can really get a good sense of how we're moving there and what you've missed. So if you need to catch up, right? Our focus was first on clarity and strategy, right? In the first 3 weeks, we got grounded. We talked about brand discovery and research, knowing who you serve and why they should choose you. Then we moved into analytics and tracking setup, measuring what matters. I always say if you're not measuring, you're just guessing. And then in week 3, we built the brand strategy foundation, which was getting clear on your mission, vision, and values and how you communicate that. So that's what gives your brand staying power. And my insight there is clarity beats cleverness, right? If you can't explain your brand in one sentence, then your audience can't either. And it's okay, but like just keep working on it. Just keep working on it. So then we went to the look and feel, right, of your brand, right? I'm in branding. Of course, we're going to talk about the look and feel. So how does your brand appear, right? Not just the visual design, but what's the tone your brand uses, right? And then we thought about the visual and digital layers for your logo and your visual identity, right? And now we're going to be talking about your content this week. So your visual brand isn't about being pretty, which is nice, right? But it's about being consistent in your tone, consistent in the look and feel, consistent in where you are, consistent in how often you talk or reach out to different audiences. So that is critical, right? Mission critical. It's not about being everywhere. It's about being where your people are, where your audience is. And once you know what works organically, that's when I advocate for using paid. You can use paid if you want to. And paid is going to give you a little pop. You're going to see all of these people coming to your website, but you're going to see them all going right back out, right? Once you've done those things and then you line it up, that's how paid ads can be really powerful in getting you the visibility you want with that audience. Are you going to hold them? Are you going to convert them? And are you going to do the work of doing that? Because it's tough. It's tough. So it's not about spending more money, obviously, it's about spending smart. And when your strategy and your visuals align, gee whiz, every post is a continuation of your story, of your brand story, right? So, next, audience engagement and AI highlights. Listen, automation. I had a call this morning with a business owner, and I was considering full-time job opportunity with this business. And she asked me to send her a strategy. And I said, sure. I said, I can do one with AI while we're on the phone. She said, no, I don't want to use AI. And I thought, for me, that makes working with your business less attractive, right? We're using AI. Why? Because it's faster than I am. I mean, I'm great. I think I'm really great. But it's fast. It's really fast. And that's important. So today we're moving into week 7, which is content strategy and your calendar. This is where everything starts to come together. When I'm running with a brand, I'm tempted to start right there. All right, let's start. What do we need to say tomorrow? What do we need to say the day after that? It's great to start with the strategy, but when you're in the tactics, I know that sometimes you gotta jump in. All right. So we're going to help your brand and your business. Today we're going to talk about content strategy and your calendar. Listen, you have to be intentional about your content, because content can be all over the place. Now the computer can write it for you, the computer can talk it for you too. There's some AI programs that can talk and say whatever you want them to say. Literally, people that look like, they're AI kind of, not puppets, but they're AI characters, and the mouth moves and you can just tell it to say whatever you want. So all the posts are out here. If you don't want to be your brand spokesperson, go ahead. Go ahead. Right? Get your AI spokesperson up there. But I really think it's great to lead with authenticity for your business. That's what I do, because frankly, I don't have time to pretend for you. I Maybe you want somebody to pretend. I'm not pretending, right? This is the work. This is what I do. I want to communicate directly so that we can communicate fast. But your calendar is where everything starts to come together, your content strategy and your calendar. I encourage you to put everything in that calendar, right? Put in your emails, right? When people say, oh, I don't know if I need to use email, some conferences sell out on their email. So do you not have the attention span to run a content strategy for your business? Maybe not, but I think you do. If you understand how it's important and how you can start with your base one in ChatGPT in 5 minutes, do it, then measure it, and then iterate on it. It's not rocket science. I would love that it was, because I would charge more. But it's useful, really, really useful for your business. So we're going to talk about how you can plan out 6 months of content that tie directly to your goals. So your brand isn't just showing up. Showing up is a part. Okay. You showed up. Good job. showed up for your brand, great. Don't show up for mine, show up for yours. But when you're thinking about when you're past the point of just showing up, right? When you want to see growth, you have to convert. You have to use those platforms to convert. It's hard to convert, but you can do it, right? And so I'm inviting you guys hop on at 12:30. I'm gonna go start the Zoom at 12 o'clock. That's so folks can hop on early, get what they need. If folks have questions, I love to answer them, right? Even if you have answers about previous weeks and episodes, let me know. Let me know, and we'll talk about it. One of the things that has been the most heartening for me and business owners is just seeing you all become more confident week over week, right? Clearer, clearer, right? And more confident. You're clearer on things and you're more confident with it because you're clearer, right? And you're more consistent. And that's what Brand Camp is about. I'm running it through the Branded Business series, but we're talking about Brand Camp, but we're not. We're talking about your business. It's not about my business. My business is out of the way. Okay? Out of the way. It's about your business. And every week you can come on and grow and understand some technologies you might not be comfortable with. Oh, I'm not comfortable using AI. You better get comfortable with it because your competition is out here running loops and loops around you. Sis, loops and loops around you. So, you can do this. And I'm going to be on in 8 minutes. I'm going to get off of this live and I'm going to get into the Zoom at 12 o'clock. And the business owners that show up for their business. They're not showing up for me, even though this scarf is really cute. They're not showing up for me. They're showing up for their business. So I invite you to do that. If you have a business, if you're thinking about starting a business and you know a friend that has a business, whatever it is, refer it, come yourself, come and learn some stuff. It's gonna be good. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be good. Okay, real good. All right. I will see you all soon in the Zoom. If you need it, you can shoot me an email, shoot me a message. I manage all of my channels actively. So if you send me a message before it starts, I'll get the Zoom link to you.